यन्मायावशवर्ति विश्वमखिलं ब्रह्मादिदेवासुरा यत्सत्त्वादमृषैव भाति सकलं रज्जौ यथा हेर्भ्रमः यत्पादप्लवमेकमेव हि भवाम्बोधे स्थितिर्षावता वन्देऽहं तमशेषकारणपरं रामाख्यमीशं हरिम्। श्रीराम जय राम ॐ 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 जय जय राम ॐ जय राम ॐ। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। A very strange thing has happened in Ayodhya, that Vasishtha Maharshi put forth a request, rather an order, for Bharatji to become the king. And strangely, Bharatji is refuting all the points that he made. Kausalyaji requested him, her points also he refutes. But the beauty in his speech is such that finally everybody says, whatever you said is the right thing. He begins his argument by saying, please give me advice according to my ability. All of you are telling me to become the king, but also look at what I am feeling right now and what I should be doing right now. He gives one sutra, one of the most important statement in Bhakti Darshana. What is the true definition of a bhakta? In what does the well-being of a bhakta lie? Bharatji says, Hita hamara siyapati sevakai. Throughout the day, our ahankara, our ego takes different roles. Sometimes it might be a parent. During the day, it is an employee, employer. When we are with friends, that ahankara takes the role of a friend. It wears different hats. Bharatji says, the main accomplishment in bhakti is, if we can wear one constant hat, that I am a sevaka of the Lord. This thought should never go away, that I belong to Bhagavan. There is one Bhakti Sutra called as Shandilya Bhakti Sutra. Shandilya Maharshi, he has said, Bhakti Sutras. There he says, Bhagaha Bhakti. Bhaga means part. To feel myself as part of the Lord, that is bhakti. So throughout the day, throughout each and every experience, this sadhaka always remembers, I am a bhakta. Keeping that in mind, whatever paristhiti is around him, whatever situation is around him, he says, I can handle all of it. If this thought goes away, I am a bhakta, even if situations are very good, we know situations are not going to stay forever. He says, still, that is not something that he wants. So paristhiti is not his support. His support is coming from this fact that I am a bhakta of the Lord. Then finally everybody is happy. They say, we will all do whatever Bharatji says. You have taken the right decision. Based on all the points that he says, there is no well-being here, neither of me nor of any of you. Because what we are really following is Kaikeyi's words, not father's words. Now we had left just in this prasanga where we had just analyzed what are the different facets of a sabha. Sabha means a gathering where people are discussing. How should a healthy discussion look like? Vasishtha Maharshi, he puts forth his point, but not with this insistence. Because I am Rajaguru, you have to do what I say. It is said human intellect has 4 defects. One is called as Brahma. Brahma means misunderstanding something and thinking that to be right. Second is called as Pramada, inadvertence. We did not look at certain things, few things got left out, that is why error can come. Brahma means something which is erroneously understood, I take that to be right. Pramada means I'm inadvertent about few things. Third defect is Karana Patava. Karana Patava means while we were gathering information, there was some defect in gathering the data itself. So naturally the analysis is going to be flawed. The last one is called as Vipralipsa. Vipralipsa means whatever is my opinion, getting too attached to that opinion. So when it is said Vedas are not Paurusheya, they are Apaurusheya, that is when these 4 defects are brought. They say Vedas were composed by human beings. We will have Brahma, Pramada, Karana Patava and Vipralipsa. Means whatever this person who is writing the Vedas wants to prove, that he will prove at any cost. So that is why we say Vedas are not product of human intellection. They are revealed to rishis who had very pure mind and pure intellect. So Vasishtha Maharshi is showing how not to have Vipralipsa dosha. Vipralipsa means what? Vipralipsa means whatever is my opinion, holding on to that opinion. He says, based on my understanding, I told you have to be the king. But it is up to you to decide what you have to do. And Bharatji gives his own points. There is a difference between Asmita Prema and Satya Prema. Asmita Prema means attachment to our own ego. Asmita means that. This is Yoga Darshana word. Yoga Darshana, or Patanjali Maharshi says, 90% problems come because Asmita Klesha is there. Asmita means ego getting attached to anything. That is what this Ahankara loves to do. It loves to cling on. Whatever it does, it likes to take it on as its own. So if it has an idea or an opinion, it will hold on to that opinion in such a way that it defines itself with that opinion. Another prema is Satya Prema. Satya Prema means having love for the truth. Asmita Prema is having love for our own ego. And Satya Prema is having love for the truth. The best example of this is the debate which happens between Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji and Mandana Mishra ji. Now both of them have a differing view. Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji says from Advaita standpoint, and Mandana Mishra ji is saying from Purumimamsa standpoint. What is the purpose of karma? That was their main point of debate. Mandana Mishra ji says, if any Veda mantra, if it cannot be used for an action, that Veda mantra is meaningless. And Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji says, it is not meaningless, it is conveying something which has to be understood through knowledge. Means you don't need karma to understand that particular Veda mantra. Amna yasya kriyarthatvat anarthakyam atadarthanam. This we had seen in Ishavasya. That he says if Veda mantra is not useful in an action, it is not meaningful. So Bhagwan Shankaracharya is arguing against it. But their debate is so healthy, they say we are not getting stuck with our opinion. We want to arrive at the truth. Whatever is the truth, both of us will bow down ourselves to it. And Mandana Mishra ji was much older than Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji. But he says, if you convince me of your standpoint, I will become your disciple. Now contrast this with debates which happen on television. 5 people are arguing, but they have not come there to establish anything. They come with their opinion and they will only hold on to that opinion. So that is called as Vipralipsa. So Vasishtha ji is showing, whenever there is a sabha, how to be free from Vipralipsa dosha. How to be free from this over attachment to one's own ahankara and whatever that ahankara is holding on to. Here it is an opinion. It could be anything that this ahankara holds on to. There we can get caught. So all these points were from this prasanga, from this portion of Sabha. After 182 Doha, there is one nice portion there where Bharatji is telling what is the nature of Bhagwan. After 182, second Chaupai you see, Jadyapi मैं अनभला अपराधी भय मोहि कारण सकल उपाधि. He says, I am the one who has made all mistakes. And because of me, everything has happened over here in Ayodhya. Tadapi sarana sanamukha muhi dekhi chami saba karihi krupa viseshi. In spite of this being the case, in spite of I being on the wrong side, when I go to Bhagwan Rama, when I turn towards the Lord, Bhagwan will love me even more dearly. This is the bhava of every bhakta. Means when bhakta looks at his abilities, bhakta looks at his lifestyle, every bhakta feels I am nowhere close to getting God's grace. Aparada here, we should not take it literally. Bharatji is just demonstrating the mindset of any devotee. That devotee feels, I might have done so many things, right now I am nowhere close to getting that divine grace, what all saints have received. But he says, Bhagwan's nature is such, in spite of me being like this, he will still shower his grace. Sila sakucha suti sarala subhavu krupa saneha sadana raguravu. Bhagwan is the one who has very pleasing personality and is hesitant in scolding. Suti sarala subhavu, very straightforward in his nature. Krupa saneha sadana raguravu. He is the abode of krupa, abode of compassion. Arihuka anabhala keenhana rama, मैं शिशु सेवक जद्यपि bama. Bhagwan is somebody who doesn't think ill of even the enemy. He says, I am like a small child, even if I am turned away from the Lord. Means I have done many wrong things. Still, if I go to him, he will not let go. This is the beauty of Bhakti Darshana. We say Bhakti Mata, right? So mother, child may be in any situation. Bhakti doors are open for every sadhaka. He says, now please bless me, Vasishtha Maharshi, all mothers, so that we can go and meet Bhagwan Rama. That is his prayer. Now everybody liked it, and they say, Bharatji is nothing but Prema Murati. Rama Prema Murati Tanu Ahi. All of them are very anxious and overpowered with love, just with this idea that we are going to meet Bhagwan Rama. And they say, those who doubt you, those who think that you had done something wrong, they will go to Naraka. Now suddenly, with Bharatji's speech and his actions, he has won over everybody's heart. Same people who are doubting him, now same people are saying, there is nobody who is a greater devotee of Bhagwan Rama than you. Now this next portion is a very beautiful portion, 184 Doha onwards to 194. The main idea here is, now Bharatji is getting ready to leave from Ayodhya to go and meet Bhagwan Rama in Chitrakoot. Just to go from the point that he is ready till the point he starts going, Goswamiji spends around 10 dohas. But the main theme here is this is the journey of a sadhaka towards the Lord. What we have to do is note different steps that Bharatji takes. Note the qualities he demonstrates as a devotee and the difficulties that he faces while he is going through this journey. Means whenever we start walking towards Bhagavan, that path is not going to be easy. Like here only he has faced so many difficulties about people doubting his intentions. Now there are so many other things that we can see in this journey. Okay, so as we go, we will note down the qualities, and when we reach 194, again we will look back and see the summary of all the qualities. Now everybody is getting ready to leave after they have heard this news that they are going to go to Chitrakoot now. They bow down to Vasishtha Maharshi, Bharatji. People bow down, go back to their home. On the way back, everybody is singing Bharatji's glory. They say, we are so fortunate to have somebody like Bharatji. He took the right decision at the right time. All of them are praising him. They say, big task has been accomplished. But finally, they realize that everybody cannot go to Chitrakoot. Few people have to stay back in their homes. Goswamiji gives a very poetic metaphor. How much was their love for Bhagwan Rama? How did they feel when they were told to stay back, few of them? He says they felt as though their head was separated. Look at the third chaupai after 184. Jehira kahi rahu ghar rakhavari so jane janu gardani mari. Means those people who were told to stay back, they felt as though big calamity had come on them. And some people said, there is no need to stay back. Let's all go. Bhagwan will take care. Goswamiji writes one chaupai after this. This point we have to note, Bhagwan will take care. We should note what Bharatji is thinking. That will come in the next doha. Goswamiji writes one chaupai. Look at the 185 doha. Jarau so sampati sadana sukha. Suhrada matu pitu bhai. He said that thing is to be burnt. May that thing be burnt, even if it be the sukha of home, the comfort which is gained at home, all the parivara, friends, all relatives. Sanamukha hota jo Ramapada karena sahasa sahai. That which doesn't help us turn towards the Lord, that thing is meaningless. Now, how should we understand this? Add one word in between. That attachment which doesn't allow us to turn towards the Lord, that attachment is meaningless. Either it be to home, or it be to friends, or it be to any relatives. If that attachment becomes so overpowering that it stops our spiritual growth, that attachment is not a healthy attachment. So there is a fine line between prema and raga. Prema means healthy love. Raga means attachment, which stops us on this journey. Main point is we should not directly apply the meaning of Jarai. If you directly read the shloka, what does it say? May all these things get burnt. Sadhana get burnt, relatives and everything else. But what it means there is, may that attachment get burnt so that we can progress towards the main purpose of human birth. Now this doha, after 185, is showing the kartavya nishtha of Bharatji. Means if there is a devotee, how does that devotee transact in this world? In spite of being overpowered by the emotion of love, he doesn't allow it to interfere with his transactional duties. Let us see what Bharatji does after 185. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. घर घर साजहि बाहन नाना, हर्ष हृदय पर भात पयाना। भरत जाई घर कीन्ह बिचारु, नगर बाजी गज भवन भडारु। संपत्ति सब रघुपति के आही, जो बिनु जतन चलो तजिताही। तो परिणाम न मोरी भलाई, पाप शिरोमणि साई दोहाई। करई स्वामी हित सेवकु सोई, दूषण कोटि देई किन कोई। अस विचारी सुचि सेवक बोले, जे सपनेहु निज धर्म न डोले। कही सब मरमु धरमु भल भाषा, जो जेहि लायक सो तेहि राखा। करि सबु जतन राखी रखवारे, राम मातु पहि भरतु सिधारे। आरत जननी जानि सब, भरत स्नेह सुजान। कहेउ बनावन पाल की, सजन सुखासन जान। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Everybody is excited, making their own palanquins, getting their chariots ready to go to Chitrakoot. Bharata jai ghara kinha bicharu. Suddenly, Bharatji, when he went home, he started thinking, Nagaru baji gajab bhavanu bhandaru. This whole city, elephants, all the wealth that I have, really speaking, this belongs to Bhagwan Rama. Sampati sab raghupati ke ahi. A very popular chaupai hai. Sampati sab raghupati ki ahi, jo binu jatan chalaun taji tahi. All this sampati has come to me or is there and it belongs to Bhagwan Rama. If I just neglect it and am inadvertent and don't take care of it, don't make arrangement for security of Ayodhya, then I would be slacking on my duties. Means it's the same Bharatji who is overpowered by so much of love to Bhagwan Rama. On one side is his love, another side is his kartavya nishtha. Means whenever a seeker is ready to walk on the spiritual path, whenever he is ready to walk towards Bhagwan, that doesn't make him inadvertent towards his duties. So whatever qualities are mentioned in 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, all of them we will find in this portion of Bharata Charitra. Bhagwan says devotee is anapeksha shuchir dakshaha. Shuchi means he is very clean, and dakshaha, very, very efficient. Swami Swarupananji, when Swamiji did Navadha Bhakti, he said one of the biggest problem you say that we face is we sometimes misunderstand devotion. You go to some place, very holy place, but you will see it is all unclean. And you ask, why is it like this? Hum to bhagat hai. Means bhakti gives as though it gives the license to not do our duties, not take care of things. So here Bharatji is demonstrating Bhakta Means first thing he demands is kartavya nishtha. Very, very diligent on his duties. He says, if I go without making proper arrangements, that will not bring good for me. To parinamana mora bhalai. It will not bring good for me. Papa siromani sai dohai. On the contrary, I will get sin. Means kartavya, if you not do, that kartavya not done brings some other consequences. Now, next line is also important. This is a definition of who is a sevaka. Who is a sevaka? He says, Karai Swami Hita Sevaku Soi. That person is a sevaka who does those actions which will bring good to his master. Now, while doing that, if he is getting criticized, what is his mindset? Dushana koti dei kina koi. Even if people are criticizing him a lot, because he knows this is the right thing for his master, he does only that. Means it is, Bharatji is saying here, one who is a devotee, he has to get the inner strength to hold on to his convictions. Whatever convictions will please his teacher, whatever convictions will please his Bhagwan, those convictions he is holding on to. We will see at every point in life, we will have two opinions. One is called as Shastra Mata, another is called as Loka Mata. Shastra Mata means what Bhagwan Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita. Loka Mata is what people would want you to do. Between these two, his understanding is very clear. He says first he will go by Shastra Mata. What will, now for example, telling a lie. Now Loka Mata might say, in today's world, without telling a lie, you cannot get your work done. Somewhere you have to speak a lie. On the other hand, Shastra Mata says, even if you have to let go of outer benefit, hold on to truth. Because immediate results are not the only results that come to us. This Ghana Karmano Gati, this karma works in very strange ways. Even if you have to let go of material benefit, let go of it. But hold on to this value, that is what will bring greater good. So this Sevaka is the one who always thinks about Hita of his Swami. Karai Swami Hita Sevako Soi. Who is a Sevaka? The one who does actions which are in the interest of his master. So right now Bharatji is saying, it is the Sampatti of Bhagwan Rama. And if I just go away out of my ecstasy, then I'm not doing the right thing. Dushana koti dei kina koi. Even if people are criticizing me for that. Because somebody might say, oh, why does a devotee have to get engaged in all this country-related affairs? Why does he have to bring soldiers now? Why does he have to bring ministers and tell them what to do? He says, no, I'm doing this because Sampatti belongs to Bhagwan Rama. He is not becoming Prapanchi. Prapanchi means one who is involved in Prapancha. Because now it might look like that. Suddenly he starts arranging for the security of Ayodhya. He says, where is your devotion and how come you are arranging for security of Ayodhya? He says, I'm not arranging security for the sake of security. I'm arranging it because I'm devoted to my master. That is the bhavana. Asa bichari suchi sevako bole, jai sapaneho nija dharma na dole. Now he is calling those people, those ministers, those soldiers, who are very trustworthy people. So much so that even in dream, they cannot step away from dharma. Means even in dream, they cannot be corrupted. Because what is his task now? He has to entrust the security of entire Ayodhya, all the treasury, whatever wealth is there, on somebody else, and there is no king. So during that time, things should not fall apart. So he brings the most trusted people, gives them responsibilities. कही सब मरुम धर्म भल भाषा. In very clear words, he explains what is dharma, what is the current situation. Jo jehi layak to tehi rakha. Based upon everybody's ability, based upon everybody's strength, he delegates responsibilities. This is Bharat ji, Kartavya Nishtha Bharat ji. Being the king means having the responsibility of a king as of now, not formally the king. He's making sure that nothing goes wrong in Ayodhya. Kari sabu jatanu rakhi rakhaware, Rama matu pahi bharatu sithare. Making sure that all arrangements are done at this late hour. It's already night now. He's calling everybody, delegating responsibilities. Now he goes to meet his mothers. First he meets Kausalya ji. Arata janani jani saba, bharata saneha sujana. This is another quality of a devotee. Who is a devotee? Devotee is the one who knows the language of love. Everything need not be told to that devotee. Kausalya ji did not come and tell him, all of us are getting too old. Please arrange some palanquin for us. In that palanquin, seat should be good. Because elderly mother is there. All of that he understood. What did Bharat ji do? See the second line. Kaheu banavana palaki, sajana sukhasana jana. Knowing their requirement, understanding the language of love, Bharat ji arranged for very beautiful palanquins and sajana sukhasana means good seating. In that palanquin, he took care of. So one quality of Bharat ji is Saneha Sujana, one who understands the language of love. Now he says to everybody, please take all the material for coronation. We are going to coronate Bhagwan Rama in Chitrakoot itself. Every time we delay, something happens. Last time we said, let us do it next day. Whole thing got turned overnight. So now don't take chances. Take all the material, take all the army, and we will go to Bhagwan. It's very symbolic, right? Whenever a president is elected, prime minister is elected, who comes there? Who has to come there first? The army and the chief of army. Means they have to know who is their supreme commander. So the army has to know that their leader from today is Bhagwan Rama. So he says, bring the army, let's all go there. People were waiting whole night like the Chataka bird or the Chakwa bird. Chakka chakki jimi puranara nari chahata prata ura arata bhari. Like the Chakwa Chakwi, they wait at night. They get separated at night and they wait to meet back. How intensely they are waiting to meet back. Like that, all of them were waiting for the night to pass by. Nobody slept that night. Kahayu lehu sabu tilaku samaju, banahi deva muni, ramahi raju. He says, take all the material. We will make Bhagwan Rama as the king right in the forest itself. Now, all the chariots are ready. The first person to get on the chariot is Vasishtha Maharshi. First, he makes his wife Arundhati ji climb on the chariot. And Vasishtha Maharshi is so particular about his Nitya Karma. When he is getting on the chariot, he also takes the Agnihotra fire. Look at the third chaupai after 186. Arundhati aru agini samau. Arundhati is wife of Vasishtha Maharshi. And Agni means that Agni which he has to light every day for or take care of every day for Agnihotra. So it is said traditionally this Agnihotra is something which is performed by Grahastha and that fire is never put off. Right from the day he gets married all the way until his last breath. That fire is maintained and his final pyre is lit by the same fire. So that fire, he is so particular, even on Ratha, he is taking that fire with him. Ratha chadi chale prathama muni rau, Vipra brunda chadi bahana nana, chale sakala tapa teja nidhana. All the Brahmanas, they got on the chariots. They were embodiments of Teja. Teja means their tapasya was reflecting in their personality. Then all of them are heading towards Chitrakoot. Saupi Nagara Suchi Sevakani Sadara Sakala Chalai. Having given the responsibility of the Nagara on trusted people, with lot of love and respect, everybody is going towards Chitrakoot. Sumiri Ramasya Charanataba Chale Bharata Do Bhai. Bharatji is remembering the lotus feet of Sitaji and Bhagwan Rama. With that remembrance, Bharatji and Shatrugnaji start walking. But the beauty is, they say Bhagwan Rama walked on this path. Right now he is in the forest walking barefoot. He says we cannot go on the palanquin. So we will also walk, but we will not walk in front. We will walk last. Banasiya Ramu Samuji Manamahi Sanuja Bharata Payodehi Jahi. They're walking on foot, but at the same time he says we are the leaders, so we have to walk right at the back, making sure that everybody has gone ahead. When I read this Chaupai, I was reminded of one incident which I had read in that book, Every Breath a Teaching. It is said in earlier days, whenever Gurudev did yajnas, last day of the yajna would be a Tirtha Yatra. They would go to some pilgrimage place or some holy place, and at that time, no organization to arrange everything. So Gurudev did it himself. And he would write in those letters also, he would address himself as Chief Sevak. So the letterhead also had his name and signed Swami Chinmayananda and Chief Sevak. And every time he made sure he would be on the last bus. Thousands of people, right? So several buses would go. But his position was always in the last one. And if one bus were to stop, one bus were to have some problem, everybody stops. We have come together, we will go together and come back together. So that is this bhavana of a sadhaka. Now looking at Bharatji and Shatrugnaji walking, everybody started to get down. Dehi ki saneha loga anurage, utari chale, haya gaya ratha tyage. People said our master is walking on the ground barefoot. How can we go on palanquins? Last night everybody decorated everything. And now they have to get down and they start walking. Now Kausalyaji looks back and sees all Ayodhyavasis walking. She silently calls Bharatji. And she says, Tata Chadeu Rata Bali Mahatari, Hoi Priya, Hoi Priya Parivaru Dukhari. Third Chaupai after 187. He says, first of all, this Ayodhyavasis, they are city people. Walking barefoot is difficult for them. And right now, everybody is sorrowful. If you walk, everybody will walk. And their sorrow will be even more. You don't even know whether they will reach there or not. Tumhare chalata chalahi sabu logu sakala soka krusa nahi maga jogu. All of them are very lean and thin. They are not capable of taking up this austerity. Now, Bharatji could have said, well, this is my vow. If they cannot walk, it is their problem. But I will walk. I need to remain firm on my vow. But see what Bharatji does. Siradhari bachana charana sirunai. Whatever mother said, very quietly, without any objection, he accepts it. Ratha chadi chalata bhaye do bhai. Quickly both of them get on Ratha. Everybody starts moving. I mean, this is another quality of a devotee. Remember, this is journey of a sadhaka, journey of a bhakta towards Bhagavan. While we are going on this journey, we might have to take certain vows. But our vows should not be such which causes an inconvenience to other people. As far as we are concerned, we can take whatever vows we want. But whenever we are with people, he said, don't take anything which will cause inconvenience to everybody. And sometimes there is merit to being firm in our vows. But here Bharatji is demonstrating what is the right way to be firm. He says if that vow is causing some inconvenience and the person in whom you have Shraddha is telling you to do something, he says be flexible in those places. All these are qualities of a bhakta. What was the first one we saw? His viveka, ability to discern even in the midst of emotions, even in the midst of love. He is not losing his ability to discern. He makes arrangement for all Ayodhyavasis and security and safety of Ayodhya. Second is his love for Bhagwan. Love for Bhagwan and his faith that this is the right thing to do. This goal, what we have set, it is worth having it. If we keep doubting our goal, the journey becomes very difficult. I'm blanking where it is said. The essence of that is this. With lot of effort, we got Vedanta in our life. Sadguru came, teaching came, and we got this knowledge. Now at no cost, we should do something by which we will lose reverence for this knowledge. Means world should not become so overpowering that our Shraddha in whatever we have chosen, that goes down. He says that is something that Bharatji is holding on to very strongly. He says we have to meet Bhagwan, we have to seek him. In that I have firm faith. And whatever is my responsibility, those things I will do very well. Pledge also we say, right? We know our responsibilities, give us the ability and courage to fulfill them. All of that he is demonstrating here. And the faith part also reflects that in spite of several people doubting him, in spite of several challenges coming on his way, he says, I have faith that whatever I am doing is for the hita of my Swami. That is his definition of sevaka. Now people are taking their own austerities, different austerities. Paya ahara phala asana. Paya ahara phala asana eka. Somebody is drinking only milk. Somebody is taking only fruits. Somebody is taking fruits during the day, only one-time meal. Nisi bhojana ekaloka. This is 188. Few people are taking only fruits, few milk. Some people are fasting. Why are they fasting? Karata Rama hita nema brata. They are fasting for well-being of Bhagwan Rama. Parihari bhushana bhoga. Giving up all the fascinations for worldly things, their mind is turned towards Bhagwan. Now Bharatji has started from Ayodhya. The first place he reaches is Shrungaverpur. Same trajectory, same path he follows. Now he is going to meet Nishad Raj. Now Nishad Raj is somebody who had met Bhagwan. He has heard which Gita Upadesha? Lakshmana Gita. Lakshmana Gita he has heard. In spite of all of that, when he sees Bharatji, he doubts Bharatji. He says, I know why Bharatji has come. He has come with his army. That is his main point that he sees. He says he has come with his army, means he wants to finish Bhagwan Rama and Lakshmanji so that he can become unopposed king of Ayodhya. No more obstacles. He can rule Ayodhya on his own. And Nishad Raj probably has around 50 people in his whole army. And those people also have sticks and small things. He is going to command everybody. Get ready. Let us fight the army of Ayodhya. And he gives such a good pep talk to all of them. He says, there is nothing greater than dying for Bhagwan Rama. Sink all your boats close all the ghat. They should not be able to cross Gangaji. Until I am alive, this Ayodhya will be saved. Bharatji will not be allowed to cross over to Bhagwan Rama. Pujo Guruji had explained in this context, he said, it is good to be a devotee, but it is not right to think only I am a devotee. It is good to be a devotee. Abhimana enters when I start thinking only I am a devotee or I am the best devotee. Now remember, Nishad Raj is saying all these things out of devotion. But he doesn't appreciate that there can be a devotee like Bharatji also who is going to meet Bhagwan Rama. And whenever some idea comes in our mind, it clouds so many things. Vipralipsa is this. We get stuck with our idea. He saw the army. And what was his guess? If he is going to meet Bhagwan Rama, why does he need an army? He did not see Vasishtha Maharshi is also there. He did not say Kausalyaji is also there. If he is going for a war, he would not take Kausalyaji, Vasishtha Maharshi and go for a war. But that clouds his thinking and he starts doubting Bharatji. Sai tira basi chale bihane. Let us chant this. Little bit chanting is also good. Sai tira basi chale bihane, srunga bera pura sab niyarane, samachar sab sune nishada, hrudaya vichar karai sabishada, karan kavan bharat ban jahi, hai kachu kapat bhav man mahi, जो पे जियन होती कुटिलाई, तो कतलीन संग कटकाई, जानहि सानुज राम ही मारी, करौआ कंटक राजु सुखारी, भरतन राजनीति उर आनी, तब कलंकु अब जीवन हानि, सकल सुरासुर जुरहि जुझारा, राम ही समरन जीत निहारा, का आचर जु भरतु अस करहि, नहीं विष बेली अमिय फल फिरहि, अस विचारि गुह ज्ञाति सन, कहिउ सहज सब होहु, हथवा सहु बोरहु तरनी, कीजिय घाट रोहु, होहु सजोइल रोकहु घाटा, ठाटहु सकल मरै के ठाठा, सनमुख लोह भरत सन लेऊ, जियतन सुरसरि उतरन देऊ, समर मरनु पुनि सुरसरि तीरा, राम काजु छन भंगु शरीरा, भरत भाई नृपु मैं जननी छु, बड़े भाग ऐसी पाई अमीचु, स्वामी काज करिहउ रन रारी, जस धवली हऊ भुवन दस चारी, तजौ प्राण रघुनाथ निहोरे, दुहु हाथ मुदु मोदक मोरे, साधु समाजन जाकर लेखा, राम भगत महु जासु न रेखा, जाय जियत जग सोमहि भारू, जननि जौबन बिटप कुठारू, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, विगत विषाद निषाद पति, सबहि बड़ाई उछाहु, सुमिरि राम मागेउ तुरत, तरकस धनुष सनाहु, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Srungaberu Sabha Niyarane, all of them have come to Srungaberpur. Nishad Raj hears this news that Bharatji has come with his army, and he starts wondering, why has Bharatji come with his army? First of all, why has Bharatji come, and that too with his army? Hai kachu kapata bhav manamahi. There is some deceit in his heart. He has come for some erroneous reason. जौ पे जियन होति कुटिलाई तो कतलीन संग कटकाई. If this deceit was not there, he would not have brought this army. See, here he is not seeing Vasishtha Maharshi, not seeing Kausalya ji, seeing only the army. And he says, looks like they have come to finish Bhagwan Rama and Lakshman ji. Janahi sanuja Ramahi mari, karau akantaka raja sukhari, so that he can rule this kingdom without any enemy. That is why he has come to meet Bhagwan Rama. Now see what all things Nishad Raj is thinking. He says, Bharatana Raja Niti Ura Ani. Bharatji thinks he knows politics, but really speaking doesn't know anything about Rajaniti. Taba Kalanku Abba Jeevana Hani. Before he did something because of which he got bad name. Now he is going to do something because of which he is going to lose his life. He says he doesn't know anything about politics. Even if all devatas, they gather and make their army, nobody can win over Bhagwan Rama. Means all these statements are coming out of love only. Bhakti can also give rise to Veera Rasa. Not necessary that Bhakti will always bring Shanti Rasa, Shrungara Rasa. This is a unique case where devotion is bringing out Veera Rasa. This whole prasang is hilarious actually. Should I spill the beans? What is going to happen? They prepare everything. Army is ready, gives his pep talk, almost ready to attack. Somebody sneezes. Somebody sneezes on the left side. And the Shaguna Shastra says, if you sneeze on the left side, everything is good. So the whole plan changes because that sneeze is there on the left side. He says, cancel the plan. I'm going to meet Bharatji and embrace him. It just shows the purity of heart of Kevat. He is so pure-hearted. Out of that love for Bhagwan, he is saying all these things. He says, Sakala Surasara Jurahi Jujhara, Ramahi Samarana Jita Nihara. Nobody can win over Bhagwan Rama. Ka Acharaju Bharatu Asa Karahi. He says, there is no doubt that Bharatji is doing like this. Next line is very harsh one. Nahi Bisha Beli Amiya Phala Pharahi. He says, if there is a poisonous creeper, it will not give sweet fruit. What is the example here? He says, it is Kaikeyi who did all these things. Bharatji is son of Kaikeyi, so you cannot expect anything different. Then now suddenly he tells everybody, get ready. Asa vichari guha gyati sana kahyo sahaja sabaho. Get ready, be alert. We will go and fight. Don't be afraid. Until I am there, I will not allow this army to cross across Gangaji. He said, I also read Bhagavad Gita. What did Bhagwan say? Hato va prapsasi swargam, jitva va bhokshase mahim. If you die, you will go to Swarga. And if you win, you will conquer this whole kingdom and rule. So both sides you are winning only, so don't turn back. Fight the war. So he's telling all other people, don't be afraid, let us fight. He says, look at this location. It is such an auspicious location to die also. He said, there are 4 reasons why it is good to die here. This is second Chaupai after 189. Samara Maranupuni. If you die in a war, it is very auspicious. Surasari Tira, this is the banks of Gangaji, very auspicious place. Rama Kaju, we are doing Bhagwan Rama's work. Very good reason to die. Chana bhangu sarira. Anyway, this body is impermanent. So don't be afraid to give up your body. And he says, both cases, if I win, then my fame will spread in all 14 worlds. And if I lose, if I die, I am giving up my body for good purpose, for the purpose of Bhagwan Ram. He says, both sides I have modaka in my hand. In both hands, duhu hata muda modaka more. Sweet fruit is there in both hands. He says that person who is not a sadhu and who is not a devotee, his life is actually wasted. If you don't have sadhu qualities and we have not become a devotee of the Lord, human birth is as though wasted. So this is a great opportunity for all of us to get ready. This is actually Karma Yoga Siddhanta. You see that 190 doha, bigata bishada, without any anxiety. Nishad Pate sabahi badai uchao. He is inspiring everybody else. Sumiri Rama Mahagevu Turata Tarakasa Dhanusha Sanahu. Remembering Bhagwan, he is asking for all the quiver and the bow and the armor. He is getting ready to fight the war. Means before the war, he is ready for both the results. In addition to that, he remembers this work is work of my Bhagwan. Whatever result comes, I will happily accept. That is the mindset of Nishad Raj. Now he is telling everybody, be brave, be brave. They are also telling him, O king, you also be brave. Go and fight, we are with you. And all of them are getting ready to put on their strings on the bows, the armor, the headgear, everything is set now. Sword fighters who were there, they were so skilled, they were almost jumping in air only, never touched the ground. Those kind of people were there. And Nishad Raj, when everybody is ready, he calls everybody, acknowledges each person by name, and make sure that everybody is inspired. He says, don't be afraid. This is a very big day for all of us. Okay. After 191 is the fun part. Rama Pratapa Nath Bhala Tore Karahi Kataku Bina Bhata Binu Ghore. He says, we will make Bharatji's army without any Shurveer. All the Veera we will finish. All the horses which are there we will take away. We will destroy their army completely. Dika Nishada Nath Bhalat Tolu Kaheu Bajeu Jujhau Dolu. He looks at people who are ready to beat the drums. He says, we are ready. Almost about to tell beat the drums. Itane ho kaho to cheek bada bhai. Right at that time somebody sneezed. Kaheu sagunahi kheta suhai. People started saying, this is a very auspicious omen. Means when you sneeze, you can sneeze on the left or the right. If you sneeze on the left, it is considered auspicious. Now this Sagun Shastra, right? Many people feel it is blind faith. They say, all this is nothing. One Mahatma Ji, he explained in a very nice way. He said, whatever signals human beings develop, we understand it very well, right? And we live our life based on that. For example, in India we have traffic police, right? If the red light is not there, one person will stand, he will direct the crowd. Here also we have pedestrian crossing. Means if you show your hand like this, means you have to stop. Now it is not a cosmic law that if you show your hand like this, you have to stop. People know that this signal means you have to stop. If ambulance is coming, if you hear that sound, now suddenly we pull on the right. Means we are trained in such a way, if you hear that sound, you have to pull on the right. Even red light, green light, we see a light and we accordingly make choices, decisions. Now let us say somebody is coming from a place where none of these rules are there. He has never seen traffic police, never seen lights, never seen ambulance drive like that. And he suddenly starts asking, oh, it's only color, right? It was red before, now it is green. Why do you have to move when it is green? Why can't I move when it is red? He says, no, there are some rules. If you study it, you will understand it. He said, just like man-made rules we can understand, man-made signals we can understand, there are also signals that nature gives. And there is a science to study that signal also. So if somebody is studying it and they have their faith, we should not just call it blind faith. We might not know it. Just like that person who came from the town where none of these rules are there, he is wondering, what are these people doing? Somebody shows hand, they are stopping. Some light they see, they are going. This is Saguna Shastra is its own science by itself. It is not being said that all of us should start studying Saguna Shastra. But what is said here is, we should not discount things as blind faith. Okay, so now our Nishad Raj is going to go and meet Bharatji. Even there he has his own test. How do we know whether Bharatji is coming with the right intention or not? He's going to take some gift, different types of gift, and is going to see what does Bharatji pick. Each gift has a symbolic meaning. Aganita Gunagana Bhushana Rama Ashrita Vatsala Jaya Jaya Rama Ayodhyavasi Sita Rama Apad Bandhava Jaya Jaya Rama Dasharatha Nandana Shri Rama Dashamukha Mardana Jaya Jaya Rama Kausalya Sukhavardhana Rama Kamita Phalada Jaya Jaya Rama Papa Vimochana Shri Rama Pathabi Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Vallabha Sita Rama Jaya Raghu Rama Jaya Sita Rama Anara Sevita Shri Rama Varidhi Bandhana Jaya Jaya Rama Hanumat Pujita Sita Rama Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama Patita Pavana Sita Rama Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Syavara Ramachandra Ki Jai Satguru